The boys are picking up some steam a little bit. Guys, can we get some steam? Here we go. 4-bet alert. Is this it? Nope, wrong one. Here we go, guys. 10.9K from Doug Polk. Daniel might be a little bit tilting. Let's see what happens here. All in. He shoves. He folds. Just like that. Daniel Negreanu comes in there, takes down a little bit of money. I got a 4-bet. He can't even get it. No. Yeah, he can't get a full one out of that one. Right-hand side, Daniel, 3 bets. See what Doug decides to do. Haven't seen Daniel 3-bet a ton so far. A little bit more passive, but he's definitely whipping out a few new bet sizes to pay attention to. 4-bet alert once again from Doug Polk here. 10.9K. Is Daniel going to shove in once again? Let's see. Daniel, is he feeling a little bit frisky? He just calls. Here we go. 7-6-4. 2 hearts. Daniel could have a hand like a 7-8. Maybe pocket 7s, pocket 6s. Pocket 4s as well, too. Truck with Doug Polk's face on it. Looking to back up. He's trying to get to that $1 million profit mark today, guys. Let's see if Doug goes with the small bet. Pot's $21,900. Thank you, Dave Kelly. All in by Doug. He says he got a flush draw. Daniel calls. 5-6. King 3. King 3. The fuck is this guy doing? King 3. Bro, people bet money on you, don't it? Bro, what is this guy doing? King 3. What is this? What's going on here? All in, shove, King 3. I don't care what the programs say. I don't care. Right hand side, a pop bet and a call. Flush gets there on the river. What's Daniel got? Maybe like A6. He's gonna have flush draw. 7-8, 6-4. Let's see if Doug decides. I mean, I don't know. Doug bets in here. I don't believe it. Maybe King 10. What would he do with King 10? He does go for a bet. 2/3 pot. Would he bet King 10? I think he'd bet King 10, right? Gotta bet King 10, right? What are we talking about here? He's got the king and the 10. Daniel, if he's got a flush in his hands, what's he going to do? He's probably going to be check raising all in. So Doug attempting to back up just a little bit of truck here. 8.5K. Daniel's in a tank. He's going to call him that 6, guys. I mean, it's a 6, basically a 10 in this situation. So if you got 10, I mean, I don't know what 10s you could really have. Maybe 10-7. 10-7. Just call. 5-10 for Doug Polk, the supreme leader. Turns the 2 pair. Bets big on the river. $30,000 pot. Goes Mr. Doug Polk's way. And just like that, he gets a little bit of revenge. Left-hand side, big check raise from Doug Polk. Jack 8, 3-3, deuce. Doug saying he's got Jack 3 or something like that. Takes down another pot. So listen, just like that, Doug is putting the pressure on Daniel. And we see, right, Doug is a pressure machine, man. He's a truck driver. He's driving fast. He's ripping through the traffic. And sometimes, listen, sometimes you stumble out of line. Sometimes that truck, that tire blows out because you're just speeding too big with too big a cargo, right? And your King 3 goes to the wayside just like that. It just happens, right? But then other times, as we see Doug do, puts that pressure on Daniel, gives it to him, and the guy likes to fold. It is what it is. Right-hand side, we got an overbet here from Daniel. Could have a lot of hands here. Maybe he's got like a 2 pair. Maybe he's got a flush draw, 5-7, 9-10. Left-hand side, 3-bet pot by Doug. Jack 6-7 rainbow. Let's see how Doug decides to attack this one. Here we go. He goes $3,400. See what Daniel does here. I'm not going to be raising, I don't think, very often here. But if he does, I'll eat my shirt. And by that, I mean I'm not eating my shirt. He's not going to raise her anyway. It's fine. Right-hand side, 3-bet. And a call by Doug Polk. Jack 10 deuce. This is a strange one. Why does he... Why? I mean, come on, dude. Come on. What the fuck is... How is it possible every time I say that? I'm just joking. I'm just joking around. It's a joke bet. Not eating my shirt with my... Not doing it. All right? What is he doing here? What does he rate? What does he say he's got, boys? I don't know what he says he's got here, boys. 10 on the turn. 8-9 gets there. Would Daniel raise? with the 8-9 on the turn? I don't think so. Would he do it with like a Jack-6? Would he do it like an Ace-6? What would he do it with? I don't know. We're going to find out. He checks back. What kind of bullshit's this? River is the 4. The 5-8 gets there. Okay. Let's see what happens. Right-hand side, 3-bet. A check call from Daniel. Doug checks to left. He's got nothing. Or he might have. You could have strong hands still. He might be trying to induce from Daniel. Maybe Daniel's going to decide. What would Daniel have? No, 8-10. So Doug does call with the 8-10. Nice raise by Daniel there. Put pressure on him. Doug hit that lucky 10 on the turn. Daniel did not bet. River checked again. 8-10 gets the showdown. So Daniel does not continue. That's what I'm saying. Raising there, you know what I mean? Well, interesting right-hand side. We get a check 3-bet pre-flop. Check call on the flop. I think the turn went check, check. River is a jack. So Daniel gonna have some straight draws here, like a king, queen, like 8-9. Doug might be looking to bluff here. If he has no showdown, might be at the bottom of his range. One of the worst hands he might have. And he does bet. He says, I got nothing. See what Daniel does. Left-hand side, another 3-bet by Doug Polk. Takes it down. Truck driver looking to make a little deposit. He does call. He's got that king 10. Nice hand by Doug. So just like that, like I said, the pressure mounts up. So I feel like use a combination. Check racer on the right-hand side. We'll get back to that. Does get called. 9-3 of hearts for Doug Polk. Another $32,000 pot. Goes his way for the supreme leader. Very nice hand there by Doug Polk. Always a good thing when you get to check raise the river with the flush. Doug does bet half pot. 4,100. Ace, queen, jack. 2 clubs. Let's see how Daniel does it. He's got a jack. He's got to probably lay it down here, but he might get a little frisky with that third pair. He's not going to... If he raises here, I'm going to England and I'm staying with Spraggy for a month. Okay, he didn't. Turns a king, or turns a 10 rather. So king makes a straight. 2 flush draws out there. What's Daniel going to have there, guys? Maybe like ace 4, right? He's going to have some weak aces. Maybe 4 bets a lot. So he probably doesn't have ace queen. Does he have ace jack? I don't know. Ace 10, but Doug does check it. Puts Doug. Doug's got his sets, his 2 pairs. He's not loving this turn. Never a good turn when you got ace jack here and this comes to, and then the guy bents and then you just check call. River, he checks back and yeah, that's hold'em. So Doug does, Daniel bets 5,400. Very interesting here. Put a lot of pressure on Doug with some of the hands he floated with. Well, listen, that's the river. I mean, you open jam and you just open jam here, right? Then this is it. All in. He's all in. He does call. Ace queen versus ace 7. So there you guys see it. The weak ace for Daniel. Doug with that ace queen. It makes sense, right? River, not a good story. Of course, he checks back. You showed on your 2 pair, and you're like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So Daniel bets there. Maybe he's trying to get value from some flush draws that Doug might have. Makes sense. He is going to 3-bet. Once again, left-hand side. So action picks back up. Fast and furious kind of going on here. See if Doug's going to 4-bet. Nope, he just calls. 10-10-8 board. Got a rainbow here. So the boys are battling today. Daniel and Doug going back and forth. No one with a real big lead so far yet. Daniel's going to check it. See what Doug decides to do here. Maybe go a little small bet. 10-10-8. Is this a board you bet small on? Why not? He does check it back. Turn is a 7. Let's see what Daniel does here. 8-10-10-7. 3-bet pot. So smoke builds up a little bit here. GTO headquarters. Big pot energy. Daniel checks it over again to Doug. Doug certainly could bet turn, bet river, put a lot of pressure on him. What is with these Trump guys? What the fuck are you guys talking about? All right, the whole Trump 2024 in the chat. Listen, let's calm down, guys. All right. Energy's building up. Big pot energy. No, this isn't gonna be big pot energy, is it? I mean, you never know. Doug, what's he gonna do? Or Daniel, what's Daniel? Is Daniel gonna bet the river? I don't think so. No, he checks it. Can Doug represent a 9 here? 10-10-8, 7-6, 3-bet pot. Check down to the river. Will Doug try to represent that? Maybe value bets a hand like a 8? Could do that. Doug's in the tank. He does bet pot. Interesting. Huh. Calls. Queen Jack. Makes sense. Makes sense. Doug went for it there. Went for the pot size bet. I mean, listen, if Daniel doesn't have straight there, can he call? If he's got the 10, can he call? He does have it. anything moving forward. So it's a very uncomfortable time for a lot of people out there. So I can understand that stress level ramping up. For me, what I'm trying to do is disconnect from a lot of the news a little bit, right? Kind of get off social, get outside, walk around, go to the park, kind of see nature, and have conversations other than deaths or sickness or anything like that, because it can kind of obsess over you and it can really make you terrified, make you scared, make you uncomfortable. So that's the way I'm personally trying to kind of handle the situation. But obviously, if you're watching television, if you're on Twitter, you're on the news, it's all over the place. So it's really hard to avoid that information, and that can be very overwhelming, very stressful. So sometimes people hold in all those emotions in their mind and they don't get out those thoughts, and they just constantly think about it, and it kind of does more harm than good in a lot of ways. So left-hand side 3-bet. Check call by Daniel. Check call by Daniel on the flop. Check call by Daniel on the turn. River is the king. So Daniel might have a hand like a king-jack. Let's see what happens here. $30,000 is in the pot. Truck driver Doug Polk attempting to back up a little bit of truck here. We have not seen any fireworks so far for this match. If Doug does bet here, what's he telling Daniel that he has? Could have king-queen himself. Maybe queen-jack. Let's see what happens here. B says Joey. All in here from Doug, truck driver. Attempted to back it up a little bit. One of our first bigger pots of the day. $28,000 bet from Doug. What's Daniel going to do? If Daniel has a jack, probably got to lay it down. If he's got a queen, he's probably not loving it here. He's in the tank, so he does have a hand. Could be close to call. Maybe like queen 10. If he has a king, I don't think he's going to lay it down. He is tanking down. Doug backing up the truck. Brings truck driver, looking for that million profit for the session overall. Here we go. Queen, jack, deuce, 3. Free bet by Daniel. Check call to flop. Check call turn. And now he's deep in the tank. So maybe he does have a very, very close decision here. Is Doug Polk getting on the line? We know the guy loves to bluff. Maybe he's got king 3 here again. You never know. Wouldn't that be something? If he's got king 3, listen. If this guy's got king 3, I'm not even going to say anything, because he's probably going to show down king 3. So Daniel deep in. Maybe he's got like 8s, 9s. What could he be doing this with here? Maybe ace 3, pocket 10s. I mean, he's deep in the tank. I don't think he'd be thinking this long if he had like a queen 10. Time makes running down here. Daniel's got to make a decision. $28,000. He calls a queen 9, and Doug Polk shows down the pocket 4s. And just like that, Daniel Negreanu, with the great call against Doug Polk, puts that truck back in motion there. And listen, guys, after that hero call of the day, Daniel Negreanu is officially on fire. He's getting a rocket sent over his way. Beautiful call there by Daniel Negreanu. So he does have the queen 9, and you got to be thinking, what could your opponent have there if you're Daniel and you're facing that large bet? So let's take a look at that hand here, guys. Let's pull up that replay of the day, sponsored by Doritos. Listen, man, so pocket 4s here. So Daniel, queen 9 suited, top pair, with the backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight draw, checks it over. Makes sense. Okay, small bet. Doug, 8,700. Check call again. I mean, Doug even had Daniel had the flush draw there. He could check raise that turn too. And now we just saw another all in there. Missed that hand there completely. We got to pull up a replay. Daniel Negreanu is absolutely giving it to Doug Polk right now. And then River, Doug decides to bluffs with the 4s. Very interesting bet there. Trying to get Daniel off maybe like a jack, right? Jack 10, pocket 8s. Makes sense, but yeah, not a good hand there for our Supreme Leader. You know, like, people got to stick together in the poker community, man. I think that's what you're kind of seeing right now, is that you know, these are the people that support you. These are the people that help you when you're down, that support your business, that support your mindset, support your health. So I think the poker community is showing itself to be a very supportive overall, but we could do with a lot more collaboration amongst the people who have influence or have a community or have fans that want to see them play and love them play. And I think that until we see that sort of collaboration take place on a more business level, then we're kind of going to see poker sort of stay in the same position that we're in now, which I feel like it is starting to pick up some steam with a lot more content being put up there. A lot more vloggers are starting to vlog. They're starting to show their experiences. Of course, right now it sucks because there's no events. I mean, there are events, but, you know, it's not quite the same as the events, the Venetian event or WPT's having some events in other countries, but not in America. So it's kind of a tough time for Poker World right now. We got rooms closing down all over the United States. So I really feel like more than ever, we got dealers fighting customers. They already, you know, listen, I don't know what's happening with that. But yeah, man, I just feel like people need to stick together. People need to support each other. So I'm trying to give out support in the ways that I can too. Obviously, it's easy to overextend yourself, which I have a tendency to do, and you want to help out so many different people. But yeah, man, I think we all try to help in the ways that we can, whether that's with knowledge, whether that's with resources, whether that's with support. And Daniel, big bet on the river, right-hand side. Daniel putting the aggression on Doug Polk today. He's saying he's got a king. Would he do this with ace? Would he do this to try to get him off ace high, chop it? I don't think so. He does call. Got king jack there for Daniel. So Daniel Negreanu, $64,000 pot is going Daniel Negreanu's way as he makes that nice bet on the river. Nice, and fires the rocket there at Doug Polk. Fires the laser beam at Doug Polk too. I mean, listen, he's really taking it to the streets at Doug Polk here today. Right-hand side, Daniel gonna bet the turn. So Doug check call and flop in the 3-bet pot. 8-6 deuce, 2 clubs. Queen on the river. Let's see what happens here. 24,000 in the middle. Daniel Negreanu looking to show Doug Polk.
You need to understand that everything you do at the poker table conveys information.
32,000 in the middle. Is Daniel going to keep going for it? If he has an 8, he's probably not. And he doesn't. 6-7 for Doug Polk. So Daniel, I thought this might not be a river. He maybe bluffs a little bit less than he might normally. He does check back. Doug Polk takes it down with the 7, 6-7. So he ended up having 4th pair by the river. Never an advantageous position to be in, but he gets the showdown. And nice hand for Doug. Gets a little bit of momentum back. My man John Party with the $5.49 donation. Much love, John. My man John, I saw you at a big score last night on Twitch. Congratulations, bro. It looked like you won about $33,000. You said you won the tournament back-to-back weeks. So very nice work, brother. Very nice to see you doing well. 4-bet alert on the right-hand side from Supreme Leader Douglas K. Polk. Here we go. Action starting to heat up here, guys. See what Daniel's going to do. We've seen him 5-bet jam all in. Left-hand side. Straight for Daniel. Back over 100,000. Right-hand side. Daniel's going to call. Ace 8-4. 2 clubs. Could see a battle of a top pair here. We know Doug loves his BS, the Doug Polk dog shit special in the 4-bet pot. So anything's possible with this kid. So he's going to attempt to back up the truck, trying to get a little bit of momentum back here from Daniel. As Daniel 3-bets the left-hand side. Big pot energy. Starting to brew. Is Doug going to get this one back, guys? He does go small bet. Daniel might continue with hands like 9-10. Oh, yeah, 9-10. What am I talking about? He's got 7-8. He ain't folding, right? If he got 5-6, gutter. Does the guy maybe flop a strong hand here? He does call. Here we go, guys. 5 on the turn. 5 on the turn. The clubs get there, too. We know Doug Polk, dog shit special. Let's see what happens here. Is he really going to show us the King 3? They are deep. He's probably going to have the King 3, isn't he? This freaking guy. I feel something happening here, guys. I got a feeling. 31,000 in the middle. Pay attention. Doug Polk checks it back. Is Daniel going to bet the river? Left-hand side. Pot brewing as well, too. Daniel takes out another $32,000 pot. Is Daniel going to bet this river? 31,000 in the middle. Maybe he needs the bluff to win. He's tanking down. Looks like he's going to go for a bet. How big is he going to go, guys? All in? Maybe. No. He's timing down. In the tank. What is Dan going to do? He does bet 21,000. Doug doesn't snap call. What is Doug going to do here? Being put in a spot once again by Dan Negreanu. Remember, it was a 4-bet pot. Check called on the flop by Daniel. I don't think anyone's got a 3. You know, Doug, maybe he's got the King 3. Daniel, what does Daniel have, guys? A flush? All in. No, not King 3. No! 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 Get the fuck out of here! No! No! Not the King 3! You gotta be joking me! $112,000 pot! The Doug Polk dog shit special! No! Holy moly! I mean, listen, guys. I don't know what is going on here. No way does the guy have the King 3. Get out of here, man. This is a joke. This is a joke. What is going on? King 3. Get the fuck out of here, dude. You gotta be joking me. You gotta be kidding me. King 3. What the hell was that, dude? Oh my god, man. I mean, listen, we didn't even talk about how bad Daniel ran there. He backdoored straight. The poor guy backdoors the straight, and Doug Polk shows down the 4-bet King 3. I mean, come on. That is just ridiculous. I mean, they couldn't even make him. $110,000 pot goes Doug Polk's way. You gotta love it. I mean, listen, guys. This guy runs so fucking good in 4-bet pots when he 4-bets these hands. I'm gonna start. Maybe we all gotta start 4-betting the King 3, right? Here we go. Raise on the right hand side, putting more pressure on Daniel. Maybe Daniel a little bit vulnerable here. Maybe feeling that emotion from that King 3. He shoves it. He's got Queen 10. He's not bluffing. No. Maybe Doug. Doug's got to fold a set here. No way. He does fold. Lays it down. $50,000 pot. Goes Daniel's way. 15,000 pot on the left-hand side. Action's brewing up here. Bet and a call. Flush once again for Doug Polk. And Daniel with the King 9 went for a value bet there in that river. He gets snapped off. And just like that, the supreme leader, Doug Polk, is backing up their truck. Pull that horn down. Pressure's picking up. Right-hand side, another 3-bet. So Daniel was up there for the match. Maybe about $100,000 profit. But that $110,000 pot goes his way. People said the 5-3. Right? The 5-3 of spades. Is that a 4-bet calling hand? I don't think so. But Daniel called the 4-bet the 5-3 of spades. Maybe we lay the 5-3 of spades down that time. But he decides to call. He flopped a double gutter. Ace-4-7. So when he's 6 and he deuce. Doug makes the flush on the turn. Daniel makes the straight on the river. How sad is that? He bets for value. He's probably getting a little hard. But you know Doug Polk was sitting there with 15 hard in his pants. Poker hard. He took that one down. Right-hand side, we got something brewing here as well. Here we go, guys. Ronnie says, next time I have King 3 suit, I'm going to shove it and record. I'll send you the video. It sounds great, buddy. Hit me up on the IG, Instagram. What a hand, guys. I mean, Daniel, you got to feel for this kid, Daniel. You know what I'm saying? You really do. The guy's getting kind of boned in some of these really big spots, guys. I mean, 5-3, the 4-bet pot, King 3, you know what I mean? Replay sponsored by Cheetos. Right-hand side, 1/3 from Doug. I gotta pick healthier fake sponsors, guys, okay? Because I ate Cheetos the other day during one of my Autoline Vegas adventures, and I kind of... Oh, raise, here we go. King 3 again? If he's got King 3, if this guy's got King 3... I don't want to say I'll do anything. I don't know what I'll do if the guy's got King 3. If the guy's got King 3 next time, if the guy's got King 3, I don't know what to say. Please do not show it on King 3, Daniel. If he's got King 3, I'm gonna make a video how Joey Ingram is one of the greatest players of all time. Okay, in the next month. If one guy has King fucking 3 here. And I'm going to salivate over him. I'm going to go, the guy's so great. We'll probably, maybe I'll take it serious. He is one of the greatest, right? Do not show King 3. Do not show King 3. Do not show King 3. Please, for the love of God. Can we stop with the fucking bullshit King 3 today? Doug's in the tank. This is a big-ass raise. I mean, what's he thinking about calling her with? 2 pair? The smoke's billowing up. Guys, I'm nervous right now. Do I want to spend 15 hours? No! Okay, okay. Thank God. Oh. Oh, okay, good. 4-3. I mean, hey, you know, not good. But Daniel takes down a little pot there. Helmuth, people hate on him, but the guy, this is his business model, right? This is the way he markets himself. This is the way he promotes himself. He tries to inspire people to do good things. He's all about the positivity. And people just fucking eat it up and talk about it. The guy is a marketing genius, and he's been doing it for a long time. Take notes, boys. I mean, obviously, it's a very, like, it's a strange position to be in because you're going to take a lot of heat like you took from people, but you're also going to get a lot of people who are admiring the work that you do. So, I don't know. Welcome to the fucking world of a famous guy like Phil Hellmuth, right? How do you get famous? You try to get attention to get famous. How do you stay famous? You got to keep getting fucking attention, okay? That's how the game works. Left-hand side, 3-bet pot. A C-bet and a call. Flush gets there on the turn. Mr. Flush King. Doug Polk. See what he does. Bet 7,800. Flush King Doug Polk might be mixing in a little bit more, a couple more bluffs here. Daniel check calls. Here we go, guys. 27,000 in the middle. Pay attention. Left-hand side. This might be one of those classic patented overbet Doug Polk bets here. Usually bets bigger on the turn when we see him shove the river. So Daniel checks over to Doug. Let's see what happens here. 27.5 in the middle. Shout out to Phil Hellmuth, man. I like Phil Hellmuth. I'm glad the guy's in poker, man. He's always putting on a show. He's entertaining the fans. Left-hand side, 18,000 gets called. You just call it straight. Right left-hand side check raise by Doug Polk. Supreme leader here. Okay, guys, calm down. Calm down. All in. Call. 5s versus kings. No. Rivers at 10. Doug Polk gets all in. Pocket kings. Dave Negreanu has pocket 5s. He had the open and straight draw. And just like that, the big pot goes Doug Polk's way, $80,000 as he fires a nice rocket ship. Dave Negreanu fires a laser at Dave Negreanu, takes down a nice pot himself. Doug lays it down the right, left-hand side. Doug bets big on the turn, putting pressure on him. Aaron P says with the 20 donation, what's up, Aaron? Thank you for the support, brother. He says, I'll match that 100 donation if instead of filming him feeding the homeless, he films himself. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Get out of here. Holy crap. You guys gotta be fucking kidding me with that comment, buddy. Left-hand side, pot size bet. This comment, are you trolling me right now, bro? Overbet and a call, 2-3 for Doug. $36,000 pot goes Dave Negreanu's way as he snaps him off with the queen 6. Daniel's in the tank. He's tanking down once again. He does 5 bets. This is one of our first 5 bets we've seen, guys. Official 5-bet alert on the left-hand side. Here we go, guys. Here we have not seen. This might be our biggest pot of the session, of the match so far. They're very deep stacked. 70,000 in the middle. Doug Polk lays it down. Anticlimactic. Jeez. All right, people say one. All right, we'll go tweet that out right now. Ba-bam. There you guys go. Check it out if you're interested on Twitter, Cass. My Twitter is at Joey Ingram 1. Right-hand side, King run out here. Energy ball kind of coming up. Thank you, Chris. I agree. Big pot energy over here on the right-hand side. So Doug's saying he's got a backdoor quad draw and the backdoor quads. I don't believe him. I don't believe him. Doug makes the bluff. What's the king queen? This guy loves bluffing. Daniel calls down with the pocket 7s and breaks in there. Steals a little bit of money. Very nice hand there. See what Daniel's going to do here. Jack 9 deuce 2 hearts. Doug 4 bets. We know Doug could have that Doug Polk dog shit special here with the king 3 potentially. Big pot energy going crazy as Daniel calls. 36,000 in the middle. The masterclass ad is playing.
Alec makes it just 2,500. I still think his range can be relatively wide.
Daniel
Now,
checks. Here we go, guys.
Pretty much down to just two options. Is this a value bet?
36,000 in the middle.
Such thing as a value
If
bet.
Doug has kings or aces here, is he feeling hot about it?
You're going to make a lot of mistakes. Learning nothing
The energy.
from those mistakes is
The big pot energy. Can we
feel like
summon
you
a big
guys
pot? Can we really do it?
nothing left to learn, that's the exact
Uh-oh.
point where
Doug checks
everyone
back,
else
and
starts
Daniel's
to
going to bet here.
I'm Daniel Negreanu, and this
He does
is
bet.
Master.
1/3 pot, 14,000. The 10 makes the straight. The flush misses on the river. 4-bet pot. Daniel check call. Did we actually summon a big pot? We did. Queen 10 for Daniel Negreanu as he makes the straight. He flops the open-ended straight draw in the 4-bet pot. Left-hand side 4-bet alert. And they are deep here. $70,000 in the middle. As a supreme leader, it's going to look to win a big pot here. 70,000 behind. 21.7K in the middle. Doug Polk, 4 bets. The truck begins to back up on the gorilla. Doug's going to bet 1/3 pot. Jack 6 deuce, 2 clubs. 4-bet pre-flop. Might have king 3. Let's see what Daniel does. They are pretty deep here. Daniel does call. Turn is a 3 of clubs. King 3 makes the pair. What could Daniel have? Queen Jack, maybe 5-6. Maybe some club hands. 9-10 of clubs. Jack 10 of clubs. Doug. Never know with this guy in these 4-bet pots. He checks back. River's a 10. Daniel has a 6-5. Probably happy to get to showdown here. Doug could be getting tricky. So Daniel's in the tank. 36,000. He's going to lead. Last time we saw him lead for that 3rd pot with the flush. He does bet big. 2/3 pot here. $27,000. Can Doug Polk back up the truck on Daniel here? He checked back the turn. I imagine he would have bet the turn if he had a big hand, hoping to try to get stacks in by the river. This means he's just not going to have a very strong hand here. But you never know. We did see him shove earlier with king 3 when he made the flush. He could have king 4 of clubs, king 5 of clubs here. So will Doug Polk back the truck up on Daniel Negreanu? This would be a massive pot if he calls here. If he raises, it's even one of the biggest pots of the match so far. But he does take it down. $63,000 pot. See what he does. 3-bet pot. 666 deep. Mark of the beast. Ay, ay, ay. Check raises. Here we go, guys. We could see a pretty big pot right now. So check raise. Last time we saw him check raise. 6-4-3. 2 clubs. He had pocket kings. Daniel had the pocket 5. So Daniel calls. Turns an ace. Might's going to be an action killer here. If Doug has pocket kings now, pocket queens, what does he do? Does he check? Does he bet? 24,000 in the middle. I expect him to bet here. 58,000 behind. He does check. 1-1-1 for Daniel. We're getting offset numerology right now. See what Daniel does here. So Daniel called the 3-bet pre-flop. Called check raise on the flop. Checks back. The ace turn. Pretty action killer turn card. 7 on the river. So 10 jack gets there. It's straight. If one person may have had that. So let's see what Doug's going to do. He's in the tank. He does bet. Very small. 8,000 and 24,000. I wonder if this might induce something out of Daniel. So he check raises flop. Bets really small on the river. What is Daniel Negreanu going to do here? What if Daniel has queen 10? Is he going to go for it with queen 10? They're deep behind. This would be a huge bluff if he does jam all in. $8,000 bet for the supreme leader. I'm afraid he does raise them here, man. Negreanu taking it to Polk today. Takes it down. $70,000 pot goes Daniel Negreanu's way as he breaks in and steals another pot from Doug Polk. He extends that chip stack on the left-hand side. Yeah, man, the heads up, that Galfond challenge, man. We gotta get that Galfond challenge a little bit more attention. You know, 2 great players, 2 of the best players in America, battling it out at heads up PLO high stakes. Definitely gotta get in the ring, make some content about that. A lot of things I want to make content about. A lot of things happen up there, man. Neymar signed with Poker Stars. You got Rob Young working hard with Party Poker. They got an upcoming event going on. You got Dan Bilzerian and GG Poker. A lot of good things happening out there in the poker world. It seems like Poker King's doing some stuff. High Stakes Poker's back. We got the main event coming up, Final Table this month. Hall of Fame, World Series of Poker going down. Daniel playing Doug here. A lot of things happening up there right now, guys. Queen, Queen 5, left-hand side, 3-bet pot. Jonathan D says all those podcasts were super smart and super smart, interesting people were cool. You also did one with that moron Grimstar. He was even pretty cool. Well, Grimstar's the man, so let's not talk shit about my man Grimstar. Left-hand side, 3-bet pot by Daniel. Checks it over to Doug. Queen, Queen 5, 2 hearts. Doug bets small, and Daniel does check call. Turns to 7 hearts. Let's see what happens here. So Daniel check calls. Going to be slow playing some queens. Going to have pocket pairs above 5. Yeah, I mean, listen, guys, how can you do well at your passion and your career if you are with someone who doesn't support you? In terms of, like, they don't like what you do, you know, like they just give off, vibe, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're around them all the time during lockdown, coronavirus. Like, you know what I mean? It's just challenging. Right-hand side, big check raised by Daniel. Left-hand side, another bet and a call. So Daniel looking to add to his lead here. The pots are firing up right now, boys. Big check raised down the right. He's saying he's got a full house. Maybe he's got 6-5 as a bluff. Left-hand side, pocket kings for Daniel. Really, really weird played pocket kings there by Daniel Negreanu. He is attempting to take every line in the book here as he takes on another pot. He's up to 150,000 on the left. Right-hand side, Doug's in the tank. He might be feeling it today. Daniel's had his way with him. The smoke clears up as the fireman, Daniel Negreanu. Absolutely about to hit fire mode if he takes this pot down. So big check raise, 21.5K. What does Doug have? A flush? He calls 4-5 versus a flush. There we go. Just like that. Supreme leader. Catches a bluff. That makes sense. 5-6, 4-5 for Mr. Daniel Negreanu. As Doug Polk gets a little pot back. Up to 84,000 there. Let's pull up that replayer of the day. Sponsored by... We don't got a sponsor for this one, actually, guys. Let's pull up that replay. That was a very interesting hand right there. We're going to give Doug a rocket ship. Listen, man, the guy needs something. He needs something. Supreme leader back in the house. He woke up today with the action. Takes down a nice pot himself. And listen, man, we gotta put this crowd. We gotta try to do something here. And they're both sitting out. Well, that's weird. Daniel speeding around. 4-5. Man, I'm gonna raise it up with the 4-5, buddy. What are you gonna do about it? I'm gonna call you. I've got 3-9. I've got a flush. Nice hand there. Wait, that's it? Wait, that's it, guys. The match is done. Daniel Negreanu appears to have quit. That is it, guys. So Daniel Negreanu, looks like he maybe won about, I'd say maybe took down about 150 today, guys. $150,000. If you enjoyed the stream, make sure you smash that like button below. Appreciate it very much if you're able to do that. And listen, man, it's been fun hanging out with you guys. It's, listen, Johnny Dempsey, I agree with you, buddy. Is Landon joining Wednesday? He might be able to join. Maybe we'll get him call in. You know what? Maybe we'll get my man Rob Young in for Wednesday's match. If, you know what? If we get this stream on Wednesday, we'll get my man Rob Young in the house. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Appreciate it very much for all the comments, all the questions. It's been a lot of fun, man. What's the biggest poker story of 2020? Jason Hungle asks. Probably Phil Galfon's comeback. I think that's one of the biggest stories of the year. And, yeah, man, I appreciate you guys very much. It's been a lot of fun. Daniel Negreanu, definitely up today. Maybe up about 3-4 buy-ins. I'd say between $120,000 and $160,000.